The first card you have, you passed, is the Ten of Pentacles. Right, so what I'm seeing here is that this is for single people who are actually looking for a relationship. What I'm seeing is observing people and maybe looking on happy families or other people or couples, other relationships, and just wishing that you could achieve this yourself. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any jealousy. I'm not seeing envy. I'm not seeing that you're jealous of people or you're unhappy or you're upset. It's just like sometimes you might look at couples or families and just think, oh, that's really nice, and you kind of a little bit would like that for yourself. That's what I'm seeing. There's no resentment here. There's no resentment in here. But I'm just seeing that, maybe you could have been looking at other people. I'm just seeing on the outside looking in. I just keep on hearing that, on the outside looking in. And this family's on the street, so people are seeing what they want to present. So yes, when someone goes out onto the street, they don't just wear their pajamas and go walking around. What they do is they have a shower, get dressed. If they're a woman, they probably wear makeup, maybe not, or they do their hair, and they try and present themselves in a certain way to the world. And, to different degrees, but they don't just roll out of bed and walk out, do they? No, they're trying to present their best to the world. And of course, people on social media even more so. So it could have been that you were watching on social media and people even more, they get the right angles and they look perfect and they're all laughing and smiling with their families, having a fantastic time. And yes, they're presenting something. That's what I'm seeing with these people out on the street. They're presenting their best to the world. So yes, if this resonates and you're still feeling like this, try not to compare what you feel inside yourself to what people are presenting on the outside. That's what I'm seeing. It's ridiculous because they're two totally different things. You don't know what happens to these people when they're inside their home or, when they're by themselves. I'm not saying all bad things happen, but I'm saying that you don't know. You just don't know. And everyone has insecurities, everyone has problems, everyone has arguments, everyone gets upset. Everyone goes through things. It's not like these people have a perfect life and you don't. It's not like that at all. And I'm not saying these people are being false. I'm just saying that everyone, to a certain extent, when they go out on the street, when they're on social media, anywhere else, they don't want to present their worst. You're not going to flick through your photos on your phone and find the worst ones where you're upside down and you've got double chins. I'm laughing. Double chins and a big spot on your nose and your hair's kind of crazy. You're not going to put that on, are you? You're going to put the best one on. That's what I'm talking about. So, don't worry about that. Don't feel like that. I know it's difficult to do that. This is just, don't compare what's on the inside, what you feel on the inside, to what people are presenting out on the street or on social media or anywhere else. Just try to remember that. Try to remember that you're seeing the best of them. And, the other thing I'm seeing is that this feeling of, I'm just seeing you building things up again. So I'm seeing that you could have lost something, you could have lost someone. It could be a relationship you lost in your more distant past. And yes, as soon as I read, I have motorbikes going past. Thank you very much. Yes, you've lost someone. I'm seeing some sort of breakup or breakdown with someone in your more distant past. And at this time, I'm seeing you starting to build things back up again. So yes, you're building things back up again, but you weren't at your best. You're on your way there, but you weren't quite there. And that might be why you're feeling a little bit vulnerable to seeing these other people, these happy couples and families everywhere. It's that kind of thing. The next card you passed is the Ace of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing movement and I'm also seeing self-improvement here. So you've been doing this for a while, actually. You've been doing this kind of improving yourself, building yourself up, not just your finances, but other things in your life, trying to improve lots of different things in your life. And that's fantastic. But at this time with the Ace of Wands, things were accelerating. They were getting more and more faster. You were doing a lot more. You had a lot more enthusiasm about this. And this is really great because instead of observing other people and thinking about that, you were concentrating more on yourself and you weren't comparing yourself anymore. You were just looking at what you were doing and trying to improve things by yourself. And yet this was all happening quite quickly at this time. And I'm seeing that when things calm down a bit, because they will calm down, you can't keep up this fast pace forever and ever. You'll be exhausted if things have to calm down. Yeah, you might want to give up. Don't give up. Keep going. And I'm seeing that in the Ten of Pentacles, you are going to build this up. You are going to build your finances up. You are going to build up a proper home or whatever it is you're trying to build up again. You will do it all again. You will get there. It might take time, but you'll get there. But whatever happens, don't give up. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your past, is the Six of Swords. So yes, there was a loss. There was a loss in your more distant past. I'm seeing some kind of breakup, and I'm seeing this could be a romantic situation that happened that ended. It could be a friendship as well, but this ending was from the best. It was for the best, definitely. It's taken some time for your heart to catch up to your head. That's what I'm seeing, because you left this situation. But you're still a bit emotional about this. That's what I'm seeing. When I see this boat and this woman's leaving, she still has some swords in her boat with her. She still has some of her hurt with her. But you're building that, you're building up yourself, you're building things up, and these things just take time. That's what's happening. So the first card you have for your present is the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, again, a slow build up. This is a workhorse. He's working slowly but steadily. He's going along. He's getting there. You might think, oh, this is so slow, this will never get anywhere. But you are getting there, you really are. You're working to get back on your feet, I'm seeing, and you're working to get yourself back together again. And also for single people as well, if you're looking for a relationship again, I'm seeing there is someone around you and they might be interested in you. They are attracted to you, that's what I'm seeing. They might have actually been interested in a while, but I'm seeing that they're very, very slow to act. They're very slow to show this to you. So you might not realize that this is how they feel because they might not be showing it to you. That's what I'm seeing. This is a very quiet person. This is someone who doesn't normally stand out in a crowd or anything like that. So you might not even notice them really. But even if you do notice them, even if you do realize that this person's interested in you, you might not be ready to be with someone at all at this time if you're single. You're still getting over things, you're still building things up for yourself, so you might kind of be in transit, in kind of, what's the word, under construction, kind of, that's what I'm trying to say. The next card you have, your present, is the Magician. So yes, I'm seeing messages here. What I'm seeing is trying to get a message across. This is about you. You're going to have to try and get a message across to someone. They might not want to hear this message. I'm seeing you having to speak to someone, and you're going to have to let someone know something, but you're going to have to be very careful in how you're going to say this. You're going to have to use very diplomatic words. So this could be someone you don't want to offend. This could be someone that you really don't want to hurt. You really don't want them angry with you, but you're going to have to tell them this. You have to, for some reason. That's why I'm thinking this could be in the workplace, because this is something you have to do. This is something you have to do. And you're going to have to say this. Maybe you're even worrying, you're thinking about how you're going to do this. It's like you're thinking, how am I going to say this to this person? I can't say this, that would be bad. I can't say this. Maybe I can say this. And I'm seeing that after a while you will come to a kind of a way to say things to people. I'm not saying you're going to be manipulative or tricky with your words, but you're going to think of a smart way, a diplomatic way to speak to this person and get your message across without offending them, and making them feel like it's okay and they want to, and they're happy to receive this message. Maybe not happy, but they're okay about receiving this message. That's what I'm seeing. This is going to work. This is going to work, and this could be this is a work situation. That's what I'm seeing again. The last card you have, your present, is the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, I'm seeing this as a message to you to try and be more patient with yourself. Don't be so impatient. You're building up things. You're building up your life. You're redoing things. You are under construction. You're doing so much self-improvement, financial improvement. It's taking time. That's okay. Look at this man. He's looking back on what he's planted and he's thinking, that's good. Well, that's not very good. Well, maybe that's all right. Maybe I'll move that. No, don't move anything. Don't change anything. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. it might feel slow, but it isn't. Everything's happening at the right time for you. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't blame yourself. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Knight of Swords. Right, I'm just seeing this is about, I know this is in your future, but I'm seeing this is about someone from your past. This could be about an ex. Yes, you could have had, this is someone you've had a past relationship with, I'm seeing probably. Because I'm seeing this house in the background up on the hill, and you had some sort of solid base with this person. You might have shared a home with them, but if not, it felt like sharing a home with them, sharing a base with them. It was quite a stable relationship you had at one stage with this person. But this is behind you. Look at the houses behind this woman up on the hill. She can't get back to it. That's what I'm seeing. And yes, this person might want to talk to you. This ex might want to talk to you again. They're going to want to take a step forward, but they feel that they can't. It's like they're stuck there. They can't go back, and they can't undo what they've done, and they can't go forward either. That's how they're going to be feeling. They're going to want to talk to you, I'm seeing, but they're very anxious. They might want to contact you, but it won't happen at this time. I'm seeing it'll probably happen in your more distant future, but they're going to want to do this. They're just feeling very anxious about this. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Six of Cups. So yes, here we are, reunions. This is what this person's going to be dreaming about. This is what they're imagining. They're looking at this happy scene. This is what they're playing in their head like a movie. They're thinking, oh, when I see this person again, I'm going to bring them flowers, and it's going to be a beautiful sunny day, and there's a beautiful cottage, and it's lovely, and everything's beautiful, and they're happy, I'm happy, and all the. This is just a fantasy in their head. This is what they're imagining. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, what the situation is, whether you're going to want to see them again or not, or whatever is going on. That's what they're wanting. That's what they're thinking, or they're going to be at this time. They're remembering things. They're remembering times that you spent together. You had good and bad times together. Obviously, you had bad times together if you're not together anymore, obviously. But they're just thinking of the good times. They're seeing things with their rose-coloured glasses on, and they're just thinking, oh, yes, we had such good times, and it's all beautiful and whatever. And I think what's happening is they really do want to contact you. They're very anxious about doing that. So then they revert to, instead of thinking about that, they revert to their lovely, happy fantasy memories of what happened, and that's what's happening at this time. And they are missing you. They're going to be missing you. They're going to be missing you. That's what I'm seeing. The next card, or not the next, the last card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. Yes, what I'm seeing here is fighting off, not fighting off people, but fighting off things, trying to cope with a lot of different things all at the same time. Lots of little things are going to be getting on top of you. Lots of practical things are going to be getting on top of you. And I'm just seeing the words, get it before it gets you. So it's like all these little things go on. Try and solve all these little problems, all these practical things before they come and fall down on you in a heap and you fall over. Try and deal with all these little things. That's what I'm seeing. If they seem overwhelming, if you can see 500 things you need to do in front of yourself, break everything down, do one thing at a time, tackle one thing, finish that, tackle the next thing, finish that. Don't let anyone or anything interrupt you. If you do this, you will get through everything. But if you look at everything all at once, it's going to seem so ridiculously hard. You'll just be overwhelmed with everything. Don't be overwhelmed. Look at one small thing at a time. That's what I'm seeing, because you have a lot else going on. You're building things up. You're doing so much for yourself. You're on the right road. Don't let these things overwhelm you. You can do it. You're very, very strong. That's what I'm seeing.